Hi, I'm Liam.
And I'm Adam from Abbey Supply.
Whether you're a brand new shooter or you're just getting back into it, range safety is the first thing you should be focusing on. Before you get anywhere near a firearm or near a range, you should be clear on how to be safe. So let's get into it.
First things first, basic firearm safety. Rule number one, the gun is always loaded. Even if you're 100% sure that the gun is unloaded and safe, always treat it as though it's loaded. This means no pointing it around at anyone, and always keep your finger off the trigger. You should always be aware of the condition of the firearm. This means whether there's a round in the chamber, whether the magazine is loaded, etc., etc. Even though you know the gun is 100% safe, others do not. So always treat the firearm as if it is loaded.
How do you make sure a gun is safe? Step 1, remove the magazine. Step 2, cycle the action at least twice. Step 3, perform a visual inspection of the chamber and magwell. And step 4, perform a physical inspection of the chamber and magwell. Perform these steps every time you unload the weapon.
Back to firearm safety, rule number 2, finger off the trigger. Keep your finger well away from the trigger until you're aiming down the sights and you are ready to fire. Only then are you clear to put your finger near the trigger. You have no idea what might happen when your finger is near the trigger. And if you're a new shooter, you have no idea how light the trigger might be on this particular firearm. Until the firearm is pointed in a safe direction, you are looking down sights and you have decided to shoot. Do not put your finger near the trigger.
Safety rule number 3, always point the gun in a safe direction. This is one of those rules that is so obvious, and we've spoken about it in previous rules, but it's very easy to absent-mindedly break. Pointing the gun in an unsafe direction is known as muzzling, flagging, lasering. It has a number of different names, but it all comes down to pointing the barrel at something you do not intend to shoot.
A good example of this could be pointing the gun at your own feet, or accidentally reaching in front of the muzzle to pick something up, or adjusting the moderator on your firearm. This is something that's incredibly common, even with experienced shooters, and it's often most common with handguns. If in doubt, make the weapon safe, put it down, and then continue.
Rule number 4, know your target and what's around it. Before firing, you need to know exactly what you're aiming at, what's behind it, and what's around it. If you miss, what happens to your bullet? Only when you have considered the target, the environment, and it's all been deemed safe, is it okay to fire.
Firstly, each range is different, so make sure you fully acquaint yourself with the rules of the range. If you're unsure about anything, talk to the range safety officer who will be more than happy to talk you through it.
Secondly, there will be other people at the range at the same time as you are. Be considerate of their safety. Remember, even if you know a gun is safe, they may not. Guns on a bench should be unloaded and safe with the bolt back and the ejection port facing up so that others can visually see that the weapon is clear and safe.
Keep eye protection and hearing protection on at all times. You can never be certain when someone's going to be firing, so just keep them on.
Listen to the range safety officer and treat every other shooter as though they're a range safety officer as well. Everybody in the range is responsible for safety, including you.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this video.
If you enjoyed, hit subscribe, leave your comments down below, and we'll see you in the next video.